A little over 7% of all high school athletes go on to play a sport in college. Even more improbable, less than 2% go on to play at the D1 level. These athletes are high-level competitors who have a unique love for the game. However, 0% of college athletes get paid for the hard work and time they put in every day. College athletes should be paid because they play in a multi-billion-dollar industry and can't get any compensation. They are put into job-like environments with high stress and long hours, and miss out on many job/endorsing opportunities. College athletics is the only multi-billion-dollar industry where the employees that bring in the profit don't get paid. According to David Granardo, a former Rice football player and a Duke Law School alumni, college players provide free labor for the $11 billion a year industry of college football and men's college basketball. But the NCAA rules prohibit them from receiving compensation on top of their scholarships for playing and for endorsements. When you think about it, that's crazy because these athletes are the ones who perform in the games and bring in most of the revenue, but they don't get a dime. I'm not saying athletes should be given a salary, but a stipend for a year or a semester to show that the work that they put in is appreciated would benefit athletes greatly. This stipend would also help offset costs that are not covered by scholarships, like food and other necessities. Also, granting athletes the opportunity to take endorsement deals would allow the NCAA to take in more money and give universities more money to contribute to many different things, like education, more scholarships for players, you name it. It would also allow athletes to create a solid future for them and their families. Most college sports put athletes into job-like environments with high stress levels and long work days. When you think about it, college athletes are technically used as free labor. They are put under a lot of stress to win games and to compete against their friends for playing time. And 14 hours out of the day, they are either practicing, lifting, doing homework, going to tutoring, or going to treatment. College is already stressful enough with the larger workload and harder classes, so sports on top of that makes life even harder. Yes, these athletes agreed to the higher workload, but being an employee is a completely different idea. Many college athletes miss out on job/endorsing opportunities because of strict NCAA rules. College athletics is an extreme time commitment. With 14 hours a day, almost every day of the week, is extremely rough on people's bodies, minds, and just how you work throughout the day. That means that 14 hours out of the 24 hours in the day, these athletes are doing something with school or their sport, which ultimately allows no time for a job. Also, because of strict NCAA amateurism rules, many athletes that are popular in their sport or any other platform can't profit off of their hard work because it would be in violation of NCAA rules and ultimately lead to suspension. Caitlin Ohashi, a former UCLA gymnast, had one of her performances put on YouTube of her perfect floor routine. You might have seen it. It's amazing. Millions of people viewed her video, and many people asked if she got rich from her video. However, because of the NCAA and because of all the rules that they have about your name, image, and likeness, she got nothing. Many can argue that paying college athletes is bad because scholarships are their pay. However, not all athletes get scholarships, and the ones that do are not always full scholarships. For volleyball, a lot of times our coach splits, someone gets 2 years and then they pay 2 years, or you get a full ride, or you pay 3 years and you get 1 year free. So a lot of times they can split up the scholarships and it's completely up to the coach. This leads to some players being without scholarships and having to pay fully for their education and sport. Another thing that coaches do to help athletes is that they split their scholarships, which is super helpful because paying for those 2 years and then having 2 years paid for, you really appreciate what coaches do for you whenever you get your college paid for. In conclusion, college athletes are extremely hardworking individuals that sacrifice their time and bodies for their universities. The NCAA is a powerful organization and has the abilities to help many families and universities by giving their athletes a stipend and the rights to their name, image, and likeness. Thank you.